I almost forgot to unmute myself. I almost forgot to unmute myself. But I know better now. I say, knowing full well that next stream I will almost definitely forget to unmute myself. But yeah, hello everyone, it's good to see you again. Hashtag .hog sweep. That sticky note is a genuine notice now. Oh, I love that. If you don't know what .hog is, follow me at Cipher Novella on Twitter.com for as long as Twitter manages to survive. Which, I mean, looking at the dumpster fire that site has fallen into, who knows? I may actually just straight up make a Tumblr for VTubing. I never thought that I would do this, but I mean, if Twitter's going down, I am 100% ready to jump ship. Dang, missed 118 seconds of stream. Oh no. What'll you do now? You're so behind. You gotta catch up. It's like when you haven't paid attention to like a fanfic or like a manga for a really long time, and then you look at it again and it's like, oh, I have like 30 chapters to catch up with. Hey Nova, I'm not doing great. That sucks to hear, Logan. I hope things start going better for you soon. I'm never going on Twitter again. While Muskrat Man owns it, I will watch comfortably away from the fire and eat popcorn. To be honest, I don't really use Twitter outside of, like, posting random shit about my life and then also just telling people when I go live. Which I also just realized, like, 2 days ago, that I did not make a tweet for the Arisu Syndrome stream. I think I was so focused on everything else that was gonna be, like, happening in that stream that I just forgot Twitter existed. Which sucks because, that stream was a lot of fun. Guess I'll be watching 2 Lobotomy Corporation streams at the same time. Oh, damn. Also, hi, Rue. I haven't actually been saying hi to people. Hi, Connor. Hi, Gambit. Hi, 100th Assassin. Hi, Rihanna Keeves. Damn, I didn't know other people were streaming LobCorp at the same time. I mean, it's a good game. I can see why. Admittedly, I have been kind of dreading this stream. Because if you were here for the last LobCorp stream, you would know. Things are not going well. Things are actually going extremely fucking badly. I have somehow made a, like, monster lineup that is so bad that I am having, like, Aleph's escape containment on the regular. Like, having no Aleph's escape in a day is honestly a rarity now, which is fucked up. How did this happen? Good is a strong word to call LobCorp. I mean, it can be frustrating at times, but I would still say it's a pretty damn good game. Like, I have fun playing it. Currently watching a guy who made his mother play the game? That's awesome! Oh, man. That's good. I'm gonna have to look that up at some point. The voice of the Batman of my childhood, Kevin Conroy, has passed away yesterday after a battle with cancer, and I just got done. I'm assuming you said bawling my eyes out? Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't even know about that. That fucking sucks. Well, how it happened is that a certain company invented a mind-altering drink that manifests your worst nightmares called chocolate pilk. Honestly, like, I know that I was joking back whenever, last weekend, Val and I were gonna do Great Ace Attorney, but some life stuff came up with Val, and we had to cancel. I was going to make a cake using Dr. Pepper and just eat it during the stream, like do a live taste test. I did not make the Dr. Pepper cake because if I'm going to do this, I want the first taste test to be on our next Great Ace Attorney stream. I think that will be, like, amazing. But now I'm thinking, maybe I should make chocolate pilk to go with it. Alright, either way, this is enough. Like, I've gone on like 5 tangents so far. We might as well go on tangents in the game. So we're still on day 32. It's, it's been a struggle, but let's see if we can beat it. I believe in us. Like, I believe in my abilities as a LobCorp manager to get through this. You know what? I'm calling it now. I'm gonna beat it first try. I'm gonna beat it first try, and you all are gonna go, oh, Novella, you're so good at video games! You're the best at video games ever, Novella! That's what you guys are gonna say about me. I'm gonna kick this game's ass. Army in Black is never gonna escape again, ever. Congrats on being the most videos games. Thank you! You're the best at video games ever, Novella. You can't say it yet! I didn't beat day 32 first try yet! Yeah, I don't think I ever, like, really consumed, like, I don't really consume much, like, superhero media. The most that I ever have is just, every now and again, whenever there would be, like, a new Marvel movie coming out, before the plague years, my brother would just be like, hey, you want to go and see the new Avengers movie? And I'd be like, fucking sure. I think I've mentioned this before, though, but I like the experience of going to a movie theater more than actually, like, watching the movies. Which feels like something is broken in my brain. Because I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Like, going to the movie theater should be the bad part about the movie watching experience, because you have to be surrounded by people. I don't think there's anything that I really need to, like, sort out. I'm just kind of, looking at everything here like, oh god, no wonder I'm having such a hard time. Okay. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to beat this in one day, and it's gonna be great. Also, we have to suppress 5 abnormalities, so I would really like to beat more of those missions, because I don't want to reset before I at least do Tippereth's core suppression. Like, just Tippereth's. I'd be fine with that. We can reset after that, but I mean, but then again, also, I was kind of getting things so that this way I could cheese Gebura easier. Alright. I've got to get back into the swing of things, because I think it's been, like, what, a month? Maybe like 3 weeks since I last played LobCorp. It's been a hot minute. I'll say that much. Oh, right. Yum yum. Get over to the train. I always like going to the movies before the Black Death 2 Electric Boogaloo years, but the social aspect can be really hit or miss. With friends, great. With screaming kid in the back, pain. Yeah, that's fair. It all kind of depends on, like, whether the people around you know how to behave at a movie theater or not. I feel like that's kind of the whole thing. And also, like, going to the movie theater by yourself isn't as much fun as going with, like, someone else. Like, going with a friend or even, like, with a sibling or something. The only good movie experience I ever had was during The Mummy 2, where the main character dove into the temple while carrying his son. Friends and I screamed touchdown and the theater cheered! That's awesome! Did the game... I don't know why the game froze there for a second. I don't like that. Just a second. I just realized it had the stream paused on my end. Is the game lagging? Is the game lagging on stream? No, we're good, we're good. Okay. Okay, the burrowing heaven didn't get out this time. Love that for us. Okay. That's 2 lights. Okay. I forget who we were training. which is unfortunate. Okay. What do I need to really train first? You know what? You can never train justice stats enough. And also, speaking of movie theater experiences, my favorite, to this day, is when me, my dad, and my brother went to go and see John Wick 3. And for context, I had not seen, like, any of the John Wick movies before that, but I was just like, you know what? I'll figure it out. Like, I knew the general gist of the first John Wick. I was like, okay, guy has, like, his car stolen and his dog killed, and he goes to get revenge. It's like, I could kind of put together the rest from there. So, while we were at the theater, though, there was this dude behind us who every single time that, like, someone would be killed in, like, an especially, like, messy or just creative way, he would just yell, "Oh, damn!" And it was the funniest shit. My dad was pissed. My dad was pissed at this guy, because he was like, he ruined the fucking movie. I'm like, no, he enhanced the movie. That was awesome. Now, to be fair, it's probably because I just had, like, no real attachment to the John Wick series. Like, I had no hype going in. So I was just sitting there enjoying hearing this guy lose his fucking mind when John Wick killed that guy with the pencil. It was great. See, I like the movie theaters also because, where I lived, like, the closest movie theater was also kind of the closest thing we had to, like, an arcade. I know they had a Metal Slug cabinet, which, is very interesting, and now I kind of wish that I had sort of paid more attention to that. Also, speaking of paying more attention, I wish I'd paid more attention to what the fuck this one likes. Okay, instinct or repression? Yeah, we'll go with repression just to be safe. I keep checking on the burrowing heaven because I keep expecting that I've fucked up. But yeah, it's like this was the closest thing to an arcade that we had. And my favorite part, though, was they had a Dance Dance Revolution machine. And after a couple of years, I learned that they had, like, a massive bank of songs that wasn't, like, in the song list. You had to go to, like, an extra menu, and then you could flip to, like, different song lists. And one of the songs was Bad Apple. And I remember losing my little weeb mind over this when I was a kid. Because I had always thought, like, oh, Bad Apple, that's, like, oh, fuck, shit, I was not paying enough attention. Alright. I wanted to talk about arcades. Why did the clouds have to show up? Okay, well, at least... Oh, God, wait a minute. Oh, God, this is bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, at least none of them are in front of nothing there and censored just yet, but oh, God. Okay, singing machine... That one just, like, mind controls people. That isn't that bad. Okay, if you go to an object abnormality, all the better. Okay. Okay, well, Forsaken Murderer can get out. That's fine. Honestly, probably for the best. Fucking suppress this guy. Come on. Also, why aren't you guys up here? Please! Okay. There's still clowns. Okay. Really? Just one tiny little bit of health? Okay. There we go. What movie uses Bad Apple? No, it was the Dance Dance Revolution machine that was, like, in the lobby. Because, like, the way that our... Why are you freaking out? I guess the clowns got to that one. Okay. Well, we don't usually send people in to work on Childs of Galaxy anyways, so... I don't care. Keep crying. God, that's mean. Okay. You upset the kid? I don't know what I did to upset the kid. I think I just let a clown stay near him for too long. Okay, let me just send everyone into work again. We're beating this day one! I'm speaking it into existence. We're doing it. Okay, I think that's everyone? Or at least all the Vovs. And then I'll send Mika in to work on Megahertz again. Yeah, I think that's everything. Awesome. Kids don't like clowns confirmed. It's true. Like, are there any kids out there who genuinely like clowns? I'm not trying to be mean to clowns or anything. I've never heard of a kid that is not at least a little bit scared of clowns. I gotta wonder if that's like a recent thing though, because I mean clowns have been around for a pretty long time. So, there must be some reason. Okay. I guess we can work on attachment with you. That's fine. Okay. I don't like that. Are you one of the ones that you can... Okay. So we don't know yet if putting it back right away will just fucking kill us. So I'm just gonna have to hope it doesn't. Which is, a great thing to say. Doesn't exactly fill me with confidence to say that. Like serial killers dressed as clowns that inspired multiple horror movies or books? No, but I mean, like... I've heard of kids, like, being scared of clowns. I feel like I knew of kids being scared of clowns around the same time that I first heard of clowns as a little kid. Like, they're notoriously scary. But clowns have been around for fucking decades. Okay, put that back. I don't know. I'm bad at wording things right now. I feel like I'm using all my words to do NaNoWriMo. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. Oh, fuck. Shit. First try! I'll be honest. I sounded really confident when I said I was gonna beat it first try. I didn't think this was gonna happen. Alright, proceed to the next day. First try! I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay. Well, I don't... Oh my god. I could make things even worse? You're telling me I can make things worse? Things are bad enough. I'm taking my boy. Did we already read this one? I'm pretty sure... Does the game stop you from skipping over dialogue if you haven't seen it before? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Also, why is my VTube Studio menu up on the screen? How long has that been there? I haven't been paying attention. I am fucking Boo Boo the Fool? How did I not notice that? I don't know how this works. I'm just gonna skip. To be fair, I don't think anyone's really watching this for the story anyways. We all just want to see me, try to run a company and fail. Alright, we're finally at day 33. It took us fucking long enough. I need to double check and make sure that I have all the, like, armors and weapons for everybody. Oh, right, we can unlock more stuff with you, too. Magical girl. That's nice. King of Greed. We already changed it. Neat. Yeah. King of Greed is a fairly, like, simple abnormality. It's like, yeah, if it breaks out, just don't stand in front of it. It does make it a little hard to deal with, considering we have, 2 clerks' rights activists on our fucking, floor. Mika's justice level 4. I guess we can train Mika in, Fortitude now. Just because I'm pretty sure that with, justice level 4, once the rest of her stats are up, we can actually get her to, work on Mountain of Smiling Bodies, which would be good. Odds are me just jumping into this was a huge mistake, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Okay. But yeah, I think I was starting to mention NaNoWriMo before, but, and I feel like I've mentioned it in... Wait, no, I haven't streamed in November again, have I? Huh, that's weird. I think I've mostly just been mentioning it on Twitter. But, yeah, I've been, trying to do NaNoWriMo recently. And for the first year ever, I'm actually kind of, like, doing pretty well with it. Now, that's in context of, I've been doing, like, a reduced word count. Mostly because it has been ages since I've been, like, actively writing. Because last year, work was, super, super hectic. I really didn't have the energy or time to do anything other than, like, work and do basic stuff to keep myself alive. And then, by the time I was, like, unemployed for a little bit, I had kind of, like, I'd been trying to get myself back into writing, even though I knew that work was kicking my ass, and that it was probably a bad idea. It was a very bad idea for me to just, like, try and force myself into it, because it turns out that when you're not enjoying the process of writing and you're not liking what you write, odds are you're just gonna fucking burn out. Which, not great. So I kind of just burnt myself out entirely on my project, and, I gave it, like, 6 months, almost like a full year. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I should get back into things. I should get back into working on this, because good God, I have been working on this story for, like, 10 years. 10 goddamn years, and it's still not done. So I've kind of been thinking to myself, it's like, yeah, if I don't do it soon, it's probably, like, just never gonna get finished. And I mean, writing the story is step 1. I want to turn these into video games. Like, the novelization is step 1. So I told myself, okay, we're just gonna see if we can write 30,000 words in November. That's my goal. That's what I'm gonna try to accomplish. And so far, it's actually been going pretty decently. Now, to be fair, this last week, it's been going, less decently. Because, okay, Tuesday was just a bad day. Work didn't go too smoothly. I was just stressed the hell out. So I was like, okay, we're taking the evening off just to rest, recuperate a little bit. Because I need to use my brain juice on work. I need to just get through the week. And then Wednesday night, I was like, okay, I don't feel like writing right this second. I'm gonna wait until, like, later on in the evening. And so I just procrastinated for, like, an hour and a half. And then I was like, okay, now it's time to write. I went to get my laptop. The laptop slipped out of my hands. It fell on the ground. It knocked, like, the boot disk out of place. So now half the time, the laptop just does not boot up. So I was like, oh shit. Oh fuck, this is awful. Okay. I guess I have to back everything up now before I just lose all of my progress on NaNoWriMo, because at this point I had written like 10,000 words or something stupid. And the second that that laptop wasn't booting back up and I realized I hadn't backed up my work in ages, like, my life flashed before my eyes. So I got everything backed up because the laptop is from, like, I'm pretty sure this laptop is from, like, 2010. Oh god, get out of there. Okay, I think... Are we missing one? There's one we're missing. Oh, it's you. Okay. So yeah, so Wednesday night was a bust for writing as well. And then Thursday night I actually managed to write 3,000 words, which was insane. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. But then, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll be able to make up for all the lost time over the weekend. Because I have no plans, unlike some upcoming weekends, because, let's just say next weekend, there's some stuff happening. Probably not on this channel, but I will be involved. So I was like, okay, I have the whole weekend to myself. I'm probably just gonna go and write for, like, the entire weekend, which I've done in the past. I know, Easter weekend 2020, I literally spent that entire weekend just on my couch writing. I think I wrote, like, 10,000 words in 2 days or something insane. Like, when I really want to write, I will write so fucking much. Just uncontrollably. I remember you freaking out about that in a different Discord server. I'm glad you didn't end up losing any progress on your story. Yeah, fucking same. That was scary. Specifically because it had been, like, ages since I last wrote. Because part of me was worried that if I did end up losing everything, I would get so discouraged that I would just not touch it again for, like, another year. Which is the last thing that I want. I want to actually finish this thing. Okay. I'm just double checking. I've got to make sure. I've got to make sure that everything is being dealt with. See, this is the issue with me trying to play LobCorp and trying to go on tangents at the same time. I end up missing shit, and that's how we have to restart the day like 30 times. Oh god, we have an Indigo Noon coming up. I remember that one being tricky. But, I mean, everyone seems to be doing pretty well at the moment. Man, I don't know what the struggle was last time, because I'm doing this now and everything's going smoothly. I think past me was just bad at video games. Now, to be fair, I'm also not paying attention to Gibber's mission, which I probably should be. Okay, so we've hit the workday complete. We can end the day at any moment. So we don't necessarily have to keep working on these things anymore. I'm just gonna move everyone over. You guys are your own kill team. You guys are a different kill team. Because I'm pretty sure I can just send people into work on Forsaken Murderer over and over again. And as long as we deal with Little Red before she causes, like, too much havoc in the facility, I'm pretty sure we should be just fine. Now, okay. Yum Yum does have to stay where he is. We do have to keep working on the train, and I keep cutting this way too close. I'm playing with fire here. The struggle is that you had bad meltdown luck. Oh, was that it? Yeah, that'd do it. Hi, Scarlet Silver Iron. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, what was I talking about in regards to NaNoWriMo again? But yeah, so like... Oh, right! So I thought that I was gonna have the whole weekend to myself to write. And, then on Thursday night, a little bit before I started writing those 30,000 words, I got a message from my mom, and she was like, hey, so you have a company holiday party coming up. I have a company holiday party coming up. Do you want to have a day trip to, like, the city over the weekend at some point, like either on Saturday or Sunday? And I was like, I want to write, but sure. Okay. We're getting there. After he breaks out this time, Little Red is gonna break out again, so I've got to keep an eye on her. So yeah, so what was supposed to be a whole day of writing wound up being a day of no writing, because originally I thought, oh, hey! Oh, God. You come out into a hallway and you see people just lined up ready to kill you. Oh, God. Wait, who has that? Who? Who has... I think they're in welfare. Who has magic bullet? You. Leave. Now. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, Cooper is dead. Do not suppress anymore. Okay! Well, that was a bad idea, I guess. I mean, hey, we got half an hour in before I needed to reset. That's pretty good. So NaNoWriMo turned into, nah, no right, Lamau. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how it goes. I've attempted NaNoWriMo in the past. I know one year, things had worked out for, like, a good chunk of November that I basically had nothing going on, so I could just focus on writing. And the issue with me is that past NaNoWriMos, I've tried to do, like, new projects, just because I was like, okay, well, I can't make this my only thing, and maybe trying something else will make me more likely to finish writing the story that I've been writing for the last, like, fucking eternity. And every single time I'll hit a certain point, and I have no ideas left, so I just kind of stop writing. This year, however, I have not run into that issue. I have more than enough ideas, and I've kind of figured out some stuff that, like, for context, the story that I'm writing, I had already written a draft that went up to, like, 120,000 words, and then I was like, no, I don't like these words. I'm starting over from the beginning. And I'm actually kind of hitting the end of the shit that I had already written before. So I was kind of like, oh fuck, I actually have to plot out the rest of this now. It's like I've always known how this story is gonna end. In broad strokes. I'm the kind of person where I don't like planning entire stories out, like scene by scene. I like to have things surprise me. But I do need some level of, like, planning, or shit just does not get done. But this year, I have more than enough ideas, it's just stuff keeps getting in my way. It's either it's work, or it's, you know, hanging out with family, which I'm not I'm not upset that I had to hang out with my family instead of writing. Like, I don't want to get that impression. But at the same time, it's like, it's the frustration of, like, having something that you really want to do. But first off, like, it's kind of my own fault that I haven't done any more of it. Because writing for me, it's kind of like getting into the shower, where you kind of just procrastinate on doing it for, like, sometimes an hour at a time, and then you get in, and you never want to get out. That's me with writing. I don't like starting to write. I don't like stopping to write. Like, I don't... It's fucked up, and I don't know why my brain works like this. But, yeah, so yesterday, had sort of a day trip with my mom and my grandma, because we were getting some stuff together for company, like, holiday parties and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. It did require me going to bed at the time that I usually do for work, though, which wasn't as fun, but, I mean, it worked out nice. I got to see my family again. Always great, but I was thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna stay up late tonight, because I usually stay up until, like, 2 or 3 a.m. on weekends, and last night at around, like, must have been 1 a.m., I was like, no, let's go to bed. And then I woke up at noon. And, like, for context, for the last, like, week and a half, I keep saying for context, why do I keep doing that? What I'm trying to say is that I slept too long, and I've had brain fog all day, and it sucks. I was honestly half tempted to just cancel the stream today because I wasn't sure if I'd be entertaining. And I'm still not sure if I am, but... I mean, I didn't stream last week, so I felt like I kinda had to today. I'm the same, I can't plan out scene by scene, but planning out the chapters and or major beats is very good practice. It's true. I know most of the major plot beats. There are some things where I was still like a little bit up in the air. Like in particular, there's a character who I wasn't sure if they would switch sides or if they would just straight up die. And now I kind of know what's going on with them. And I have an idea of what I can do with their character. Which is great, because they haven't really had much to do in the story so far. But it's gonna take a long time for me to get there. And for all I know, shit could change so much in that time. Like, the way that I tend to plan things out is... my story has... like, big arcs, where it's like, okay, we start around, like, this area, and then we end around, like, this event happening. I'm relatable, at least? Glad to hear it. I'll take it. Love hearing your talk about life and stuff like this, for the record. Find it even more entertaining than the game at times. That's awesome! Thank you! Well, that's no good. Maybe I should have focused on the game a little more. Okay, that's repeat number 2. But we're gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this. But yeah, when it comes to writing, I don't like planning things out in detail, unless it's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be writing tonight, or in a couple of days from now. I have to go in with some kind of plan on what the scenes are gonna be, and what generally has to happen for things to make sense in the future. But I tend to not plan shit out too far in advance. It's like, the current arc that I've pretty much just wrapped up was like, okay, it starts with this character basically revealing that they exist, and then it ends with this character getting, like, captured by the good guys. to be, like, basically interrogated. I can't get too in detail with it because I feel like someday I will just make this, like, an actual thing. And considering that this is the most following that I have on any social media, I feel like I will advertise it in some way, either through my streams or through at least, like, posting it on VTuber social media at least once when it comes out. Now, that's even assuming I'll still be a VTuber by that time, because it's probably gonna take another, I would say 5, 6, maybe even 7 years of work for this shit to come out. Like, this is not a, oh, it's coming out next year thing. This is like, I'm hoping that it's out by 2023 kind of deal. And even then, I'll be surprised if it is. Oh god, wait, shit. I didn't move Yum Yum to the correct position. No! Okay, we got you dealt with. Anyone else melting down? But yeah, it's like, working on this, though, has been a lot of fun. There is one downside to me doing NaNoWriMo. And it's that I feel like I'm having so much fun just working on my stories and stuff that I haven't wanted to work. It's like, I'll be working, and my brain is just sitting there like, we could be writing right now. Wouldn't you like that way more? Wouldn't you like being able to write right now way more? Hey, how about you just think about that on repeat instead of thinking about work? It's a curse. It sucks. Although I am pretty happy that I'm kind of diving back into writing, just full force. I've really embraced the mantra, don't kill the part of you that is cringe, kill the part of you that cringes. Because I think for a while I just wasn't writing, because I got it in my head that, like, what I was writing was bad. Not even bad in just, like, oh, this is terrible, this is awful writing, this is, like, fanfic that got published as an actual romance book type of bad. No, I never thought that about my work, but it was like, oh, it's bad as in it's mediocre. And so I kind of just wanted to distance myself from it for a bit. I made another story, and I was kind of working on that. But it was never something that I was as passionate about. And now that I'm sort of jumping back into it full force, I'm finally getting back to how I was in, like, high school to, like, first year of Foundation apprenticeship. Where I was just like, I live to make this story happen. And it's great to go back to that. I really wish that my brain wasn't all or nothing about it, though. I really wish that I could just write and then the next day wake up and be like, okay, we're working now, and then we're going back to writing. Because I'm not good at that. I'm not good at, like, I guess compartmentalizing it is the best way to put it. Like, when I get invested in something, I think this is also why I don't consume as much media as I would like. Because I know that when something really vibes with me, it vibes so hard that it, oh god, shit, fuck, the train, that it takes over, like, my entire life. And that's how this story has been for ages. This is not a new thing. Honestly, I'm more surprised that it took me this long to get back into the brain rot the way that I have. Don't perform. Don't do that. We're not lowering cliff-off counters if we can help it. I think I might just have to not even worry about Gibber's missions, unfortunately. Just because it's the 1-2 punch of Little Red, and the 2 members of the Clerks Right group. Like, between these 2 things, there is no way for me to do Gebura's mission and not kill everybody. It's almost as if jobs by design take you away from your passion. I mean, it's not like I'm not passionate about my work at the Foundation. I do genuinely enjoy it. I would say that it's definitely not the same level of passion as I have for, like, my side projects. But that's why they're side projects. It's like, I did consider at one point in time, making writing, like, as in writing fiction, because I do write reports and stuff at work and whatever. But when it comes to... Let me just... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that doing insight work would bring down the cliff-off counter. No, it's the opposite. Good to know. And I lost my train of thought. God damn it. Oh, right. I did consider in the past, like, maybe going into fiction writing as, like, a career. And I just... It's one of those things where I feel like if I had to do this to make money, I would come to despise it. Like, you gotta have stuff that's just for you. Now, is it always easy to have that? God, no. I've had multiple times where it's like, okay, you have a choice to make. Either you can make money in order to survive and afford goods and services, or you can do the things you like. And it's like, oh, I would really rather not have to choose between these 2 things, but, fucking sure, I guess. If this is the life I have to live, then so be it. Okay, yum, get in there. And then... there. That should deal with it. Being on a computer at work all day makes me so very tempted to write instead of, work on job stuff, especially when it gets slow at my job. See, okay, here's the life hack for when you want to write at work, but you can't because you're supposed to be working. The thing that I always do is I get, like, a text-to-speech app on my iPad, or, you could probably just do it on, like, your actual computer. There are just websites that are just, hey, here's a free text-to-speech. And what you do is you just plug your writing into that, and you just listen to it. I am very much, like... I'm kind of an Ouroboros. I'm like a human Ouroboros when it comes to my own writing and my own work. Because I feel like the reason why I write so much for the story that I've been working on for ages... Also, I just realized that we have enough energy. I didn't have to send someone into work uncensored. Great, good to know. I think I'm just gonna try to train Mika up a little bit. Actually, wait a minute. Wasn't I supposed to be training people on these guys? I was, wasn't I? But yeah, you just plug that shit into a text-to-speech program. I don't remember what I was talking about before. I keep losing my train of thought. Oh shit. Speaking of losing my train of thought. Oh no, oh god. Okay. But yeah, with the text-to-speech thing, it is very, very good for kind of scratching that itch where you're like, oh, I want to be thinking about my writing work right now, but I know I can't actually write. Although then again, sometimes it does the opposite, and you just end up wanting to write more. It's like, it can be a blessing, or it can be a curse. Don't lose your train of thought on the train. I'm trying my best, but... we all know how good I am at forgetting things. Is that gonna... Great. Okay. We can't lose Pussy. They have too funny of a name. Yeah, instead of scratching the itch, just rubs the poison ivy in deeper and makes it itchier. Yeah. Although I have found that on most days where I'm having a hard time focusing, even if it's not because I want to write and it's just like, oh, I didn't sleep well last night, or, oh, I just woke up today and my brain went, we are leaving right now because nobody want to work. You know, on days like those, I find that it does actually just genuinely help to have the text-to-speech on in the background. I think it's because it just kind of becomes background noise real easily. Like, I also like to listen to podcasts when I work sometimes, but the issue is that there aren't a lot of podcasts that can actually, like, keep me entertained for long stretches of time. I mean, it all depends what I'm doing. I mean, whenever I had to, like, commute a long way to get to work, back whenever I was pretty much forced to work in person, thank God the pandemic changed that, because Jesus Christ, I am so happy to not have to drive an hour to work and an hour home from work when I was working 12 hours a day. It fucking sucked. But, like, when I'm driving, I can have any podcast on in the background, it's fine. It's just when I'm working, I need something that's... Because, like, I'm just staring at security camera footage all day, basically. And just taking notes on what happens. It can be a stressful job sometimes because, you know, you got deadlines to hit and you gotta write the reports and whatever. But whenever you're not writing those reports, it's like, oh, I can kind of just, vibe. So whenever that's happening, it's like I need something more than, like, just a podcast on in the background. I think I got the idea of using a text-to-speech because back when all those, like, Reddit text-to-speech channels were getting pretty popular, I used to listen to a lot of those, like, just the Ask Reddit threads. Because it's kind of a little insight into, like, the lives of different people. So I was just having, like, text-to-speech voices on in the background pretty much my entire workday. And then I kind of realized, like, hey, wait a minute. I can do this with my own writing. And I won't feel tempted to, like, go and read my own shit during work this way. It's kind of the best of both worlds. Speaking of distractions, a coworker recently quit, and we had a shrimp cocktail party on his old desk. He was allergic to shellfish! That is, oh, shit. I don't know if you guys could hear that alarm, but, don't worry about that. I've kind of gotten back into... I was not paying attention to all of this, Chesed. Okay, where is it? Okay. It can't attack anyone as long as I'm looking at it, right? That's how it works? You must not have liked him. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like you guys like that guy too much. But that's fucking funny. Man, that is one thing that I kind of miss about being able to go into work in person more often. Because, unfortunately, the way that things are now... oh, fuck, shit, the train! No! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, God. Okay. Go up. Go up. Go down. Go down. Let's see if I can get most of my people to avoid this. Okay, only one person died. Oh. Oh, no. Trees out, nature's overtaking. That alarm sounds like Dr. Wily descending on his UFO. I haven't played any Mega Man games. Feel free to attack me in chat, because I know they're classics. The train specifically went for that one guy. I mean, they've done it before. I remember losing my shit last stream because the train appeared and pretty much zeroed in on Adam in the welfare team. The train literally just said, fuck that guy. It was great. Okay. New day. And we're beating it this time. Because I think that for the rest of this playthrough, because spoiler alert, I think we are going to have to reset relatively soon. I don't think it's going to get any easier. Let's just say that. I don't think things are going to get any easier in this, and I don't want to have to deal with, like, trying to beat Gebura's mission here. When the second that I try to do that, Little Red breaks out immediately. It is just not worth it. It's just not worth it. But at least I want to get to Tipperett's core suppression. If we can just do that, I'll be happy. And technically we have gotten more, like, Aleph gear. We've gotten more, like, weapons and shit. So it's not a complete waste. But, you know, I was hoping to accomplish more in this save. So remember when I said, like, oh, doing NaNoWriMo has made me not want to work. Talking about it now has made me just want to stop streaming going right. Someday, I swear to God, this will be an actual thing that people can, like, consume as media. That is not right now, but someday it will be, and you guys will know what I'm talking about, and you guys will look back on streams like this and go, oh, so that's what she was talking about. But for now, it's just like, I've got to actually write the thing. That train, like all trains, have a deep hatred for one person specifically. What do you mean, like, all trains? Do all trains have hit lists? Is that what you're trying to tell me? This is train lore that I just never knew of before. You're giving me the forbidden train facts, 100th Assassin. Hyperfixation is one hell of a drug. It sure is. Why are you out? Okay, get out of the fucking hallways, I guess. This is gonna be bad. Okay, where is she? Okay, well that doesn't help. Adam, try and, like, hit her anyways. Wait, she's immune to black damage, isn't she? I don't know why I have that in my head. I have it in my head that she's immune to black damage, but we're gonna have to see. No, she isn't. She's weak to it. Never mind. I was just stupid. Okay, that was a mercy kill. Okay. Make sure you have your symbol on it so we can identify the book. I mean, like I said, odds are, like, okay, so for a very long time, I had it in my head that, like, this thing that I'm working on would be, like, an RPG Maker horror game. That was the goal, because a lot of RPG Maker horror games inspired it. But I don't think that's gonna work anymore just because the story has gotten too big. I have some plans. I won't go too deep into them, but there will be RPG Maker horror involved It may not be the main story, but it'll be involved in some way. Vague as hell, I know, but I can't really say much more than that. But yeah, I think that when this thing is finally, like, ready to be shared in any capacity, it's probably gonna be as, like, a visual novel. Partly because that's just the kind of games that I like playing. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so Mountain might get out. Okay, that's good. That's a good place for King of Greed to be. I deeply hope when you meant that a person switches sides in your novel, they move from being the villain's right-hand man to being their left-hand man. The twist is the villain is ambidextrous. Yeah, no, it's kind of like... It's one of those things where I often wonder if maybe... It's kind of hard to put my thoughts into words whenever I know that I can't really talk about anything in detail. But, like, a lot of the villains are not villains by the end of the story. Okay, bastard. Okay. I'm just restarting anytime that I see Army in Black is out because I know we can't handle it. I know that thing is gonna explode, and everything is gonna snowball, and everyone will die, so... Although, maybe I'm just not putting enough faith in myself. Like, maybe I'm selling myself a little short on that. Because I haven't exactly tried in a while. Oh well, gave it up for day 33! But yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like a part of my writing philosophy is kind of, I'm not sure if it's specifically flawed or just... Because, like, one of my big philosophies is that a character should never be described by the phrase, life is a bitch and then you die. Like, a lot of my characters have really, really hard lives, and oftentimes I hesitate on, like, killing off some characters or leaving them in a bad place because it feels too cruel? Like, I am not opposed to just repeatedly punching my characters when they're down. Like, I am fully willing to kick these guys whenever they are in their, like, darkest moments. But by the end, I want them to be in a good place. So, it's kind of like, should I, like, have this one character not switch sides? Because, to give a little bit of a spoiler, a lot of the bad guys in this story are only really bad guys because they have been manipulated and lied to by, like, someone who is genuinely just fucking evil. So, I feel bad about ending the story and having those characters either, like, stay in the same position that they started in, or just end up fucking dead. Because it's like they've already been through hell before the story starts. I want there to be some hope here. Like, shit can get fucking dark, but there's gotta be some hope to it, because otherwise what's the fucking point? I'm not a big fan of stories that are just, like, dark and grim for the sake of being dark and grim. There's gotta be, like, some reason behind it. There's gotta be some meaning to it. Because if you wanted to see shit that's just dark and grim for the sake of being dark and grim, you can just look at the news. Like, the world's fucked as it is. I don't want to read about another fucked world. Because that just reminds me of how fucked some things are in this world. It's kind of like, I think I saw a video essay recently. And I don't think it was released recently, I should say that. It's probably a few years old. But it's about the difference between Puella Madoka Magica and, like, a bunch of those other, you know, like, dark, magical girl series that came out after it. Because a lot of those seem to kind of miss the point. It's the same with shit like Watchmen, bringing in the dark age of comics. I say as if I fucking read comics. Because, full disclosure, I don't really know much about comics. All I know about it is from video essays that I've been listening to when I work. But it's like, Watchmen had something to say with, like, how dark and gritty it was. But a lot of other comics that just followed up on it were just kind of dark for the sake of being dark and edgy. And it's like, that's the kind of shit that I want to avoid. It's the same with, like, stuff like Magical Girl Sight, where it seems like the whole point of the story is just to watch cute anime girls suffer over and over and over and over. It's like, that's the kind of shit that I'm not a fan of. And I know that's kind of rich, me saying that whenever I'm playing LobCorp, because it's not like LobCorp's a happy game. But I mean, I don't play LobCorp for the story. I don't mind the story, I should say that. Like, it's not a bad story at all. But I wouldn't have put almost 200 hours into this game if it weren't for the fact that I just like the way it plays. Because it was the end of the comics code and they could get away with the edgy stuff. That's true, too. Like, man, it's wild to think about just how fucking censored a lot of media was for so many years, like with the Hays Code and stuff, too. It's kind of wild, like, how much more you can do in, like, any kind of widely distributed media, like comics or TV shows or movies nowadays. And it's nice. I'm glad that I live in the era I do. Sometimes. Other times it's, it kind of fucking sucks. But, LobCorp is a very happy game just by changing one letter. Lobcorn. That's what you do whenever you're bored out in the country. I'm pretty sure that I have legitimately just, like, thrown corn because it was fun. Because, like, okay, my grandma lives out in the middle of nowhere. I feel like I've said this before. Like, I already, like, lived in a tiny, tiny backwater town growing up. Who has the pebble? 10? Okay, you go in there. I already lived in a tiny fucking town growing up, and then my grandma just straight up lived on, like, a backcountry road out in the middle of nowhere. I think up until recently, the road she lived on wasn't even paved. Like, if that gives you, any kind of context as to just how far out in the countryside she was. Okay, I guess you can go back in there, get another ticket. You can go in there. You know, shit's actually going pretty smoothly now. I think we probably won't even have to, work on too many other abnos right now. Like, once I'm done with the Aleph, I'm probably good to go. But yeah, so my grandma lives, like, way out in the fucking countryside. And there's a lot of farmland around where she lives. And so I'm pretty sure that at some point, like, my brother and I have just found, like, cobs of like, shucked corn just fucking lying on the side of the road whenever we were at her house. I don't know where this tangent was fucking going. This was an awful tangent. I'm ranking this tangent a 0 out of 10. Anti-Superman stories tend to fall into that trap. The whole point of Superman is that he doesn't do bad things with his godly powers. Evil Superman isn't the subversion, normal Superman is. It's true, like, there are so many more stories about... Oh god, Dreaming Kurt's about to get out. Fuck. There are so many more stories about, like... It's kind of wild to think about. That there are more stories out there that try to subvert Superman than there are that just play Superman straight. Like, it's almost more radical nowadays to just have a character that genuinely cares than it is to have, like, some, you know, person who just makes snarky quips all the time. Let's see. Tree simply reaped from what it sowed. We're not getting that. Bracelet. I mean, Notes from a crazed researcher at least improve your odds, but then again... You know what? I'll take the bracelet just because we need to unlock its stuff. Oh, is this new? Okay, I think this one is new. Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yes, just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no? But just wait. Now fade away without a trace. Feel the water and air during the different seasons, inside a different dream and a different body, forgetting and remembering everything. You've already become something. I don't know what it is, but I've already left for somewhere long ago. Please don't look for me. I will no longer be able to teach you. But Mr. A, please! I want to be part of the Cogito experiment! I'm all ready, I can prove it! The particles scattered across the floor, sparkling in the light. Kill me. Please, kill me, A. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just as you commanded, I have written up the job application form for our corporation. The reception is good. Everyone thinks that it's a new employment method that does not concentrate on just one's abilities. The number of applicants is projected to meet the initial calculation. The experiments are almost complete. It's because at its core, deconstruction isn't about making something darker, but to give us a breakdown of how that world works. It's true. Like, a lot of people think of deconstruction as just, like, oh, making it darker. Same with realism. A lot of people, like, whenever they think of realism, they think of, oh, we make the thing darker, we make it grittier. But that's not what it is. Like, realism is meant to just be like, okay, we play by reality's rules. Sometimes that does make things darker because it means like, oh, right, Spider-Man saving someone who's falling by like shooting a web at them. The whiplash could break their spine and that could kill them. It's like, yeah, no, that's dark, but it makes sense for realism. But it's like, so many people have harped on Batman v Superman. I'm gonna do it too. It's like making Bruce Wayne just, or like Batman just okay with killing people. It's like, that doesn't make it more realistic. Like, there are plenty of people in real life who would not want to kill anybody. Like, you're not making it more realistic, you are just making it darker. The experiments are almost complete. We will soon hire people according to the order of priority you've stated. I've also arranged a meeting with Time Track. Are you thinking about those who have left you? Alright. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that tangent. I feel like I've been saying that just repeatedly today. Well, we're now on day 34, which is fucking cool. I keep forgetting to drink water. I did this on the Arisu Syndrome stream too. Maybe I should have more people in discipline. Or, what is this? This is the disciplinary team. Yep. Okay, I was right. I don't know why for a second I was like, oh no, I fucked up. I got it mixed up. We created so many tangents, we should make a name for this new shape of whatever we created. Honestly. With my streams, it's tangents all the way down. Like, you can't keep me on one topic for too long. No, not you. Not you. I fucked up. Cooper instead. Okay, there we go. Nope. There. Okay. Yum yum, make sure that you're by the train. We can do this again. I know we can pull this off again. I think we need to make it to day 38. So, if we manage to hit day 38, then I think I'm just going to end the stream, and the next time we can do Tippereth. Now, of course, that's still a little while off. Like, we're only on day 34, and we saw how long day 32 took us, so I don't know, man. Okay, going on insight. Oh, shit. Train. There we go. I'm not hearing the cliff-off meltdown sirens go off. Which, I'm not sure what's causing that. I haven't changed anything since the last time that I played this. Okay, I guess you can take another ticket if you want. Go in there. Man, I wish I had, like, other things to talk about, because, admittedly, my life really has just been focusing on, like, work, which I can't get into for contract reasons, and, writing, which I can't get into because, like, I'd just be talking about characters that you guys know nothing about, and, like, going places with family, which I can't get too into, because then I'll dox myself and my family. I guess I have been going into work in person a bit more often, which is, it's been interesting, it's been fun. It does take an hour by bus to get there, and I hate being outside in the town that I live after dark. Just because there are a lot of sketchy people out there, and I don't trust like that. But I've still liked going in. Even if it does mean, like, oh yeah, if I go into work in person, I have to get an Uber to go home, and it's just a lot of money for something that I can do at my house. Any new shows you've watched recently? Actually, I haven't really been looking at chat. Heck, when you get down to realism and deconstruction, often it feels as though the writers are just projecting their issues. It's true. I mean, when it comes to writing, there's always a little bit of the author in there. Like, you can't fully separate the art from the artist because, like, a little bit of them is still gonna be in there. Now, that's not saying, like, death of the author is not a thing, because it definitely is, but that's more in, like, how a work is perceived rather than, like, what goes into it, if that makes any sense. So, like, I'm sure that if I release, like, the stuff that I was working to the public, like, people could just fucking psychoanalyze me. And I'd be like, yeah, you know what, that's fair. Yeah, you know what? I am kind of like that, sure. Because, I mean, you really only have your own experiences to work off of. Like, of course, you can hear other people's perspectives and whatever. But you're never gonna truly know what it's like to, like, live with that perspective. Okay. Who's not... Okay, this robot needs to die. Okay. There we go. Mountain's not running yet? We're good. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with chat a little bit. Would you work in the SCP Foundation or Lobotomy Corporation? Hell no, I like living. What? How did you get a bad work result? Child of Galaxy is so easy to make happy. How did you fuck that up? But yeah, no. It's like, I think I've said before, I enjoy SCP Foundation stuff. I don't really read it that often. Mostly because there's just a lot to read. And also just because there are some things where it's like, yeah, no, this will cause me too much paranoia for it to be worth it. It's like, you kind of have to balance the two. I love horror, but if it's gonna stop me from, like, having good mental health, then I should prioritize the mental health. But yeah, it's like, I do like some SCP stuff. My favorite SCP is still the Psychic Jumping Spider. I like that story a lot. It's kind of funny, it's kind of sad. It's very interesting, the idea of, in this case, the humans being the sort of, like, unthinkably huge cosmic horror entities. It's a cool premise, I like it. And I feel like that's kind of the big perk of something like the SCP Foundation. Just because it is such a collaborative effort. Oh god, okay, we have... Red Noon. I don't like Red Noon. Okay. You go outside of megahertz. Go outside of there. We gotta make sure that... Okay, wait. You're at the level 5. You go down there. Shit, in preparing for this, I have once again lost my train of thought. This is bad. I need to make sure, like, I have to keep myself accountable and not under or oversleep before a stream like this, because I feel like this happens too frequently. Okay, the both of you can go down there. But yeah, I like the SCP Foundation in that it's like this big collaborative effort. You get so many, like, really neat ideas. SCP only experiments on prisoners while Lobotomy Corp exploits everyone. That is a fair point. I really didn't consider that, but yeah. It's like, if you're not a D class, you're... I mean, even then, though, like, the scientists do get fucked over in some of these stories. Okay, you know what? You just go in... Wait, who is this? May. May, you go in, move it over to, Crimson Noon. And let's see if we can, keep everyone from dying. It'd be great if we could. Okay. That's not where I wanted it to go. Okay. I think that's the only one, right? Let me just double check. Oh, go into the train. Please, please, please. Don't fuck this up for me. Oh god, okay. You guys are not doing well. Okay. Do I have anyone who can move? Not really. Okay. Okay. No, Tim should stay here. Pussy, you go up here, and I can keep the newbies alive through, shields. Update on the guy who made his mom play Lobotomy Corporation. Game almost crashed while doing Dust because the day took too long. Damn. Yeah, I love LobCorp as a game. It is not stable. Bad news. If we go on one more tangent, we will all collectively share one college credit in calculus. Oh no. Okay. The bastards are being dealt with. Of course one went straight to Blue Star. Kill it. My psionic warriors seal these boo-boo bears beneath the earth. I keep seeing that fucking picture. It's like a Splatoon screenshot, and it has like a picture of Joe Biden saying that or something. Oh god, of course you're in a power stance now. Well, the workday's complete. You know what? Fuck the train. Get money. Here we go. Isn't there an SCP that's like half a cat that just sort of chills? Yes! I've heard of that one. I love that one. Good morning, X. Based on your reaction, it seems that the synchronization is complete. I can now tell what moment you're reminiscing about just by looking at your expression. I also happen to know that the process always ends with the same expression and tears. You're a prisoner. You locked yourself inside this prison without bars. However, the key has always been in your hands. My role was to correct you whenever you made a wrong decision. Now, I'm quite tired of it. I don't understand why you choose to repeat this cycle, nor do I know what kind of results you hope to achieve while slowly killing yourself. Frankly, I don't really wish to know. But in this moment, while you hold the fragments of when you were once A, would I be ever so glad if you stopped this cycle now? Ah, I should change my greeting as well. It was getting tedious. Hello anew, A. I give you a warm welcome back to your Lobotomy Corporation. Apparently a child was born today, and given the name Ichigo D. Jaeger Guts Kenpachi. Jesus fucking Christ. There's an SCP of pretty much every kind, Jax. Even a blunt is an SCP. Yep, SCP-420J. I know that one. I know of the joke abnormalities. Isn't there one? Oh, I remember an SCP that's like, it's something like it's a killer that's based on like the perception of it. So someone turned it into like an anime waifu and now it's harmless or something like that. I don't remember. Yes, you were right. You were right, Jackson. You were like that is an actual SCP. SCP-420J, I believe, is literally just the concept of weed. It's great. I love SCP Foundation. A harmless anime waifu, there's no such thing. It's true. I'm pretty sure that even in, like, the infinite blunt. Oh, I thought it was, like, just the concept of weed. I haven't read it, but I just remember hearing someone say, like, oh yeah, weed is an SCP, and I'm like, yeah, that tracks. Also, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta run to the washroom, and I've got to, refill my water bottle, because it's pretty much empty. I did not fill it before the stream. So, I'll be right back. That is not the right screen. Just a second. Okay. Chat? Chat. I need you guys to be honest with me. Were you guys able to hear the game this whole time? Or did I have it muted the entire fucking stream until now? Be honest with me. Did I fuck up? I think it may have been muted. No! You were omni-muted? God damn it! I thought I finally had one stream where I remembered to unmute everything. Just one stream! God damn it! Alright. Whatever, I guess. Ugh. Anyways, I'm gonna shuffle people around because, you need to up your temperance and your justice so you can go down here. You still need to get temperance, so you can stay where you are. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's probably the best loadout I can do right now. I should really just start, like, cranking people's skills up. No, I didn't mean to hit man. Well, I guess we're starting the day. That's my bad. Ah, man. Also, okay, I got back to my computer, and the first message that I see is unlimited goblin gas, and I've just gotta say, that is the funniest name you can give to weed. Like, why does weed have the funniest names for it? Just, like, in general. Like, I learned the other day that some people call weed Zaza. It's like, what the fuck? That's baby sounds. But, like, aside from that, man, I really do need to just start, like, carrying a notebook with me and just write down things that I can talk about on stream, because I am running out. I will say, kind of going back to the writing thing, but I don't want to make this whole stream just Novella rambles about her NaNoWriMo project without actually being able to say what the NaNoWriMo project is. Like, I'm genuinely really enjoying doing something like this, and I feel like I should do it more frequently. Like, I feel like I would have more stuff done, like, for the channel if I could find a way to sort of make a challenge out of it. Because for a while, I mean, and it's also the idea of I don't have to shoot for, you know, some, like, super high, super massive goal. That's definitely kind of helped me be a little less of a perfectionist. I think that's the whole thing. I have to strike a nice balance between being a perfectionist and just doing stuff to get it done. Because once again, like, my brain sometimes works in, like, very black and white when it comes to that stuff. It's like, either I am 100% committed or I am not committed at all. And the second that something feels like it's gonna be, like, a little too challenging, I go, well, I'm not gonna waste my energy on something that I know that I'm not gonna be able to pull off. But I feel like if I did something like this in the future, like, I would like to start setting myself some more, like, monthly goals. It would be cool if I could just do, like, NaNoWriMo every couple of months, because I'm pretty sure that if I kept to my 30,000 words a month goal, this thing would be done by, like, the middle of next year. Which is insane to think about, because, like I said, I've been working on this thing longer than some children have been alive. touch grass, smoke grass. What's the difference, really? That would be a brand new way to stop arguments on the internet. To just tell the other person, hey, just go smoke some weed. I like that concept. In before you forget it before the stream. Yeah, I'm pretty prone to forgetting stuff before stream. I want to get better at this kind of stuff, but I mean, I feel like I've been streaming for like almost 2 years now, which is fucking insane. It doesn't feel that long, but it's probably because like I basically stream every second week. Like if you look at the number of VODs I have, I'm sure there are people who get to this much in like their first 6 months, but at the same time, it's like maybe I can kind of do something sort of like NaNoWriMo, where it's just like, oh, my goal is to just, because I want to make some highlight videos of like some of the more notable streams, like the old Sims 3 Murderer stream. That's one that I want to make highlights of. I want to make highlights of Val and I's Great Ace Attorney series. And I think I was planning on doing that for a little bit. Like, for a little while, that was something that I was like actively trying to do. But I'm not bad at video editing. It's just not something that I'm used to doing very frequently. So maybe, like, if I just was like, okay, my goal for this month is to finish 4 highlight videos by the end of the month. Like, I feel like I could do that. Professional forgetter. Can I write it in my resume? I wish I could put that in my resume, but I feel like it would be seen as a liability. No one would hire me. I had enough trouble getting the foundation to rehire me after I was laid off last time. We're not risking that shit. Okay, you guys are already on that one. See, Green Dawn kind of sucks for us. Because if any of the clerks die, these two just fucking lose it. Oh, okay, you guys are going to attack. That's good. Oh god, they already killed that one. Neat. Okay. You, up here. There we go. That should be the last one. Am I right? Am I right? There we go. Okay, I have to pay attention. If I don't pay attention and I get people killed by Violet Noon, I'm gonna be so pissed. Speaking of forgetting! Shit. Actually, no, go down. It's gonna go up. You guys, move over. Wait! I fucked up! I did not fuck up. Okay, awesome. Mountain, you can be in power stance all you want, bud. I don't care. I'm gonna be riding that high of the train just missing fucking everybody for the next 20 minutes at least. Just take ducks off the street. They're free. I don't remember what that was in context to. But you are right. The ducks at the pond, like the ducks in a pond are like just fucking pigeons. Every day that I see a pigeon, I think of this fun fact that I learned. That's like, all pigeons are technically, they're not wild, they're feral. Because all pigeons were, like, descended from birds that we domesticated. So if you take in a pigeon chick, you can raise it as, like, a pet pigeon, and it's fine. I think about that regularly. Every time that I see a pigeon on the street, I'm like, I could just pick this thing up and get a free pet, huh? Now, to be fair, I don't think that I would want to own a bird. I mean, it's for two reasons. Like, the first reason is that birds are, like... It's a more practical reason, because birds are very sensitive to, like, smells, I've heard. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. That was bad. Oh, Jeff Bezos is trying to stop you from telling people about the good word of free birds that you can just get off of the street. But yeah, I know birds are... That was fucking stupid. God damn it. Okay, why can't I go back to LobCorp now? Another manager moment. Alright, give it up for day 35. Okay, I'm just gonna set everything up again. It's fine. That was so stupid. I literally told myself, hey, don't forget that Violet Noon is happening. You better not forget that Violet Noon is happening. I have the memory of a fucking goldfish, I swear to God. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like I wouldn't really want a pet bird just because I like scented candles too much. And also because I know when I was a kid, I was obsessed with animals when I was a little kid. For like the solid first 10 years of my life, I wanted to be a veterinarian, and I only gave up on that because I learned that surgery exists. And I realized that if I became an actual veterinarian, I would have to do surgery on these animals. And, like, it would be on me to keep them alive. And I was like, oh, that's too much pressure, man. So I decided, no, I'm not going to be responsible for the life of a little creature that is beloved by a bunch of people. I look away for 1 second. Where'd that clown nose come from? I summoned it through my sheer stupidity. I can only take it off once I beat day 35 without anyone dying. This is the rule now. Okay. See, I've fallen back into the rhythm of this, but I will say, now that I'm not focusing on, like, the goals, it is kind of a little less fun. Like, it was kind of more fun trying to balance everything, but I know that I fucking can't. Every time that I try to suppress Little Red, too many people end up dead. That rhymed. Shit. But yeah. I will say that as we approach the end of 2022, which is a fucking insane sentence, and I don't like saying it, but as we get closer to, like, 2023, I keep wondering, like, am I gonna make a New Year's resolution this year? Because I'm pretty sure last year I didn't, just because I straight up did not know how life was gonna go whenever 2022 started. Like, I had no idea where I would even be working, if, like, I would even be in the same field that I have been for the past, like, fucking ages. I mean, I had just started my career with the Foundation. I didn't want to give that up, but at the same time, it's like, you kind of gotta do what pays the bills. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait. Is anyone going in to work on stuff? Okay, no, I think we're good. Because I gotta set up for, Red Dawn. Actually, you can just go there. Because I feel like Adam will be able to kill any of the clowns in, like, 2 shots. So it's probably for the best that he's the only one there. Here we go. So I've just come to a realization. I think I forgot to eat dinner today. Do you guys ever have those moments where, like, you know you've got to eat something, but nothing really sounds appealing? So you just kind of go, okay, I guess I'll just go do something else instead of eating. Because I've kind of been trapped in that mindset for the last little bit. And it sucks. Because it's not like I don't feel hungry. I just don't want to do anything about it. Which is, a little bit of an awful combination. Okay. Start this up. Okay, thank God it's going to the train. Okay. I'm not moving anyone. There we go. Perfect. You'll love to see it. Nope, my entire life revolves around the thought of, we could be eating right now. See, I alternate between, like, the whole, I just don't feel like eating anything, to that mindset on a regular basis. And that's kind of what sucks about it. Because it's really not healthy to do that. And I know it's not healthy, but it's just, it's hard to force myself to eat stuff that I don't like. It's the same reason why, like, dieting has never really helped me, because I can't stick to it for long enough. Especially because after work, a lot of the times, I'm like, oh, I want just a nice little treat to sort of celebrate that, you know, getting through this day. And a lot of my little treats are not healthy. Honestly, with the whole, like, Christmas party thing, I have been like, okay, I have to exercise more. I have to make sure that I don't gain any weight because I don't want to, not fit in the dress that I spent over $100 on. And the issue is that it was just Halloween, and so I always get a little bit of candy, even though, like, the past few years, like, I've never gotten trick-or-treaters at my apartment. But every year, I kind of worry. I'm like, what if this is the one year where trick-or-treaters show up and I don't have any candy? Like, I would feel fucking awful. So, every year I buy, like, a box of Halloween candy. This year, I got, like, a box of, like, Skittles and Starbursts and stuff. And no trick-or-treaters showed up, so now it's like, I just have this box of candy. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll eat that. And then my grandma gave me Halloween candy, like, just a box of those, like, mini chocolate bars. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then my mom was like, hey, so we have some Halloween candy left over. We're just gonna give it to you. And I'm like, okay. So, the whole, hey, let's not gain weight before this, like, big party where I have to be able to fit into this dress. It's not going so well. The end of the year really is just a time where it's like, oh, you want to eat healthy food? No, you don't. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about, like, New Year's resolutions earlier, because I just kind of remembered that train of thought. What do you guys think about, like, New Year's resolutions? Because I've always kind of been more impartial to, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to put into words. I'm kind of the mindset that, like, I would rather just, you know, start doing stuff at any time, because I feel like if I did put, like, a lot of stock into New Year's resolutions, then I just wouldn't want to start stuff, like, during the year. At least not whenever it's, like, real close to the new year. And of course, like, every year I try to make a resolution. Do I stick to it? Usually not. Like, full disclosure, usually I forget about that shit 2 weeks in. Never really cared about it. That's fair. My New Year's resolution has been to just survive every year. So far, I think I'm winning. Fair. Honestly, like, that's a good resolution to make. I know I talk about it every now and again, but I'm a pretty big fan of Radio TV Solutions as, like, a streaming group. And I like listening to the Where Do We Begin podcast when I'm working sometimes. I kind of try not to do it too often, because I know there's only so many episodes of that out. Also, we beat day 35. I can take this clown nose off. Oh, that's not the clown nose. That's my whole body. Whoop. There we go. But yeah, it's like, I like listening to the Where Do We Begin podcast when I'm working, and it used to be my go-to thing that I would listen to at the gym, because it is one of the few podcasts that I can just, like, listen to and be purely entertained by. And I know that there is, like, one thing that kind of stuck with me from, like, one of the podcast episodes where they were all talking about, like, their New Year's resolutions. And Balp said that he wanted to make 100 shitty things in a year. And, like, he explained his thought process, and it's that if he makes 100 things, it doesn't matter, like, it's not a specific thing. He's not, like, limiting himself to one box. And no matter what he does, he'll improve his skills. And if he goes into it thinking, okay, I need to make 100 shitty things, some of those things are gonna be good. It's like, that's kind of the mindset that I want to carry into 2023. Because I feel like it would help. Snow is steadily melting, perhaps because the spring is coming. Might be the palace collapsing. Okay, that's a hay class. That's a Teth class. Fuck you. Okay, we'll go with this one. It's nice to see you again, eh? I hope you enjoyed your trip. Did you know that a lot has been happening while you were gone? Honestly, it wasn't so hard to keep the company running while you were away. Absent. Never mind. I was just checking to make sure that things were going well on stream and just checking the chat. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them without hesitation. I mean, these are all good questions. Let's go with what's happening outside. The head and the eye still watch us through their arbiters and gazers. The wings are still flapping towards their sun, not realizing their feathers are of wax. Our other company branches still provide a steady supply of energy without any major incidents so far. In the back streets, the likes of sweepers and fixers live out their lives tangled in vomit and waste, unraveling their sickening tales. Those who live in the outskirts are still crying out to break into the city. Meanwhile, those within the city are throwing their lives away, just to be part of the wings. Yes, the world hasn't changed at all since you left. Peaceful as ever. Once in a while, when I take a moment to look outside, the world still remains so stagnant and unchanged. It's as if the flow of time here were futile, for naught. Even impatience wanes away. Angela, hello, A. We don't need you. Oh, we can ask all of the questions. Neat. Okay, well, let's just go in order then. How many times have you repeated this script before? It's natural for you to be curious, but numbers are of little importance to us. Let's just say that number is far too vast to ruminate on. Okay, so moving forward, what's going to happen? There are still numerous tasks you must do. Things that no one else can. Unfortunately, we don't have much time left. The sands of the hourglass will begin flowing to the bottom soon. A countdown. As you have already experienced, there have been many countdowns in our world. Spurred for both destruction and new beginnings. It seems I tend to smile more frequently during these moments. Oh, yes. Let's just say this smile is because I'm so happy to see you again. There are still things you haven't realized yet. Let me give you a little hint. For what reason did you go through all the trouble of making this monstrous and horrifying prison? In time, I hope you will be able to find the answer to that on your own. I cannot help you with it. Otherwise, this place would lose its meaning as a prison. Soon you will meet with the Sephiroth of the lower layer, those who play a crucial role in the headquarters of Lobotomy Corporation. I don't think you need any sort of explanation regarding them. However, let's make one thing clear. They have truly missed you while you were gone. All right. We can do the extraction team or the record team. So as of right now, the welfare team is kind of our most, like, well-established team. So I think we're gonna go with the record team first. Honestly, at least your parents, when they give you Halloween candy, don't do it while simultaneously preemptively chastising you for eating too much and getting fat from it. It's true. Banana or balls. See, I've never actually gotten to Hukma or Bina's meltdowns. Okay, we are severely understaffed, huh? Okay, we gotta get people up to company standards. You now have Justice level 5. I'll just move you all the way down here. I mean, the Snow Queen isn't that hard to deal with to begin with. Like, I'm not too worried. Okay, your temperance still isn't up, so what I'm gonna just do is... There. You can go over here. Emma can stay where she is. I'll move... Yeah, I guess I'll move Mika downstairs. And then just move some of these newbies over. You know what? We could have more newbies in the information team. And we gotta hire new people. Welcome Rin. Welcome Hoon. Welcome Mason. Mason does not look... Oh, no, they do look happy to be here. That's the face of a champion right there. Okay, so now I need to shuffle everyone's ego. Okay, just a moment. Let me just see, okay. Disciplinary team. White damage. Red damage. White damage. Okay, so red and white. You're good to go. You're good to go. You're good to go. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the Snow Queen deals red damage. There, take Spore instead. Let's see. I believe up here they're mostly dealing with, yeah, white and red damage. So... do we have any, like, Hay class armor? Yeah, Christmas. There we go. Red and white damage. And now safety team. They don't really have to do much at the moment. But I guess I'll give you something that protects against black damage. Or maybe white would be better, but, I mean... let's face it. If Blue Star gets out, we're just fucked. Like... we're not getting out of that one. Okay, training team. You're gonna have to work on... Mountain, which is black damage. I think that your armor already deals with that. Yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. Okay, Emma, you're probably gonna be working with, you're gonna be working with Fry Guy, who deals black damage. I mean, that's already pretty decent armor for black damage. Let's see if we have something better, though. Okay, Solemn Lament protects pretty well against black damage. And then I believe... What do you deal? You also deal black damage. Huh. I could have sworn Child of Galaxy dealt white damage, but alright then. Well, I'll give you Magic Bullet. Although, I mean, I guess Letitia's and Magic Bullet are the same. They're the same. Okay, no one's moved here. No one's moved here. Pussy is good. Okay. And now you guys just need the trainee gear. So, get your clothes on. Nope, nope, you still... I need to be paying more attention. Okay, so we got red, we got black, so we need some white damage. And... I'll also give you something that deals black damage. Oh god, right, you guys also need new weapons, because good god, do not have Teth weapons, considering how far we are in this game. They're not cutting it for anyone other than the newbies. Okay, so that's black damage. God, Singing Machine's weapon is so cool. Like, that is such a cool weapon. Let's see. You need a red weapon. We, still don't have too many of those, do we? Yeah, we mostly just have, white and black damage. Okay, you've got that. I mean, we probably shouldn't have two people dealing white damage here. Take that instead. Okay, you guys are also both with white damage. Have a gun. Okay. You definitely need to change your weapon. You can take Grinder. And... Well, I mean, you know, when you're this far down... Ooh, Jesus. Got fucking tongue-tied there for a second. When you're this far down, you should have a Vav-class weapon. I mean, that's easier said than done when we have so few red weapons, though. Yeah, I feel like Grinder Mach 4 is kind of an upgrade just because it doesn't have very short range. And it still does deal, like, a decent amount of damage just because of how fast it is. I don't know why it says that it's less fast than a Sanguine Desire, when I'm pretty sure that it just does, like, rapid-fire damage for, like, a couple seconds. Maybe it's because it takes a while for it to kind of, like... For the person to kind of, like, draw it back and then swing it again, but... Okay, everyone else should be good here. I know I said that, you know, we need something higher than Hay class, but, I mean, this is our only source of pale damage. Alright, I think that should be good, right? Yeah, I think that's, pretty good. Now, I guess I could start, like, upgrading more people. But... Okay. Must be past day 37. So I'm gonna try to get past, today, and then I think I'm gonna end stream. The next stream, because the next day is probably gonna be the, memory suppression, memory imprint day. We'll do, like, one day as, like, a warm-up, and then we'll do Tiphareth's, core suppression. Which I know is going to be tricky, because I'm pretty sure... Don't you have to beat a midnight ordeal for Tippereth? I remember it kind of being hell, but also not being that bad. So maybe it's just, like, get to a midnight ordeal. You have... Oh, yes, you do have to beat a midnight? Oh, God. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it. Let's go. Last day, baby. Man, I forgot how cool this bottom layer looks. If I remember correctly, Insight was the right way to go with this thing. I wonder if I should send Adam to work on Singing Machine a little more frequently. I mean, I guess you could do that. Although then again, wait a minute. Yeah, when the work result was bad, the cliff off counter decreased. Oh! I didn't realize I could get a second one of those. That's cool. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave Singing Machine. We've got what we needed out of it. I don't need to fuck with that more than I already have. Let's see. Just gotta make sure that everyone is in their proper positions. You could just ignore the midnight, but that would depend on what color you get. Yeah. It's like, if I get real unlucky, it'll just be, like, I'll play for, like, an hour, and then it's Violet Midnight, which I know I can't beat. That sounds on brand for me. Okay. Just gonna send everyone in. Now, I hope this isn't too much and it doesn't just... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna wait on the hay classes. Just because I want to make sure that I don't just roll over into a meltdown period while we're still working on all of these, like, Vovs and Alephs. You just need to reach cliff off level 10, so you can technically just rush through it by spamming works. Okay, fair enough. That is probably how I'm gonna do it, because, I have no gamer talent. I don't say this to be mean to myself. I say this because it's true. Actually, no, don't do that. Wait, I just rolled over the time anyways. Fuck. I'm not paying attention. We're just gonna let this run out. Okay, this day already isn't starting the best. And we have a Green Dawn, which is kind of, notoriously kind of shitty for us. But who knows? Maybe it'll all work out. If anything, it does let us just, train up our people. And also learn a little bit more about the Snow Queen. Go into that train. God, I will be so happy when I can reset just so I don't have to babysit the train anymore. Fuck the train. All my homies hate the train. I will say, like, not all of the midnight ordeals are actually that bad to deal with. Like, I'm sure that I could handle a green midnight. Just because I know how to cheese it. I know the elevator trick. And because of that, I have the power level of a god. I'm very good at any strat that's just, like... Just be persistent about it. Anytime that it's like, oh yeah, you can beat this just by, like, being real patient. I'm usually pretty good at that because I don't mind just mindlessly grinding away at something. Why? Okay. Joel, get down here. Okay. Do some fucking CQC. And get our boy back. There we go. Nice. Ah! Fuck! I feel like I just worked on that! Okay, come on. Yes! Okay. We lived. Okay. We die. Last day, baby! Let's do this! Let's go! Okay, this is my first time attempting day 36. And this time, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to pay attention. And I'm gonna beat the video game. Alright, send everyone into work again. Come on, there we go. Oh, damn. I don't know why I thought about it, but I just remembered that, like, the new Pokemon games are coming out in, like, what, a week, right? I think they're coming out on the 18th, if I remember correctly. I'm looking forward to it. Like, a lot of the promotional material for it makes it look really promising. I think I've said in the past that, like, I'm not as, like... I still like Pokemon, but it takes a little bit for me to be excited about it anymore. Just because there have been, like, so many, well, for lack of a better word, flops. It's just a little hard for me to get as invested in it as I used to get. But, I mean, I don't know. Scarlet and Violet look like they're gonna be pretty good games. Now, of course, we don't know this for certain, because the games aren't out yet. And this is the whole reason why I didn't pre-order any of them. Because, like, I bought Sword and Shield pretty much on release and was just, like... They aren't bad games, I was just kind of underwhelmed. It's like... It didn't really feel like a step forward. It felt more like... Oh, here's your obligatory Pokemon game for the year. And... I don't know, I just... After that point, I was like, okay, I'm never buying a Pokemon game on release ever again. And I'm already just, like, not a fan of pre-orders, because I know that a lot of companies look at pre-orders, and it's basically just kind of... It's almost like they use it as an excuse just to make mediocre games. Because it's like, oh yeah, why would we put, like, a bunch of time and effort into this game when we know that through pre-orders, we could make it suck, and we would still make all of our money back before the game's even out. So it's not something that I want to, like, encourage in any way. Just because I do feel like a lot of companies just use it as an excuse just to be complacent about what they're making. Oh, put that shit back right now. Put that shit back this second, or so help me! Okay, return it. Okay, here's how we can still win. We don't have slowing bullets, son of a bitch. Okay. Well, this is bad. But if we focus up on Yin first... Or wait, is that Yang? Yang. If we focus on Yang first, then at least we can ensure that... Okay. No! Okay, day 36, let's go! Let's get everything set up again! We didn't even hit dawn that time. That sucks! That sucks! God! Let's hear it for day 36! And harmoniously destroyed half of the population. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Wait, no. I want to send people to work on this thing. And not you. You. There we go. Okay, what? There. I feel like this game is making me worse at clicking stuff somehow. We've gone from me saying, I think this game is making me stupider, to, I think this game is making me worse at being able to operate as a person. It's a new load that I didn't realize we could hit, but, you know what they say, when you hit rock bottom, just, pull out your pickaxe and get ready to dig. But today's the day, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna win. It really sucks that we got yin and yang. I mean, I guess, like, they kind of have to be in the same area, right? Unless you get yang first, I guess, because it's an object abnormality, so it's gonna just kind of... It's gonna be the last thing that you get in any given LobCorp run. Or any given, like, department, I guess. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying anymore. I stopped streaming for, like, 1 week, and I know I say this every time, but it's like I stopped streaming for 1 week, and I forget how to stream. I forget how to operate. Which should be more reason for me to just not cancel streams. Although then again, it's kind of hard not to do that when it's like, oh, well, if I'm not going to be entertaining anyways, and I've got other shit that I want to do, why not just cancel? It's like, no, that's the devil talking, sweetheart. Wait, yin and yang are next to each other? They're not next to each other, but they are one elevator away. And also, all my people go, like, right here, which is right next to yin. So if I forget to put yang back, we're pretty much just screwed. Stream a looping GIF as a treat. Okay. Here, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna... I think I have some GIFs, some funny things I can put on stream. I'm gonna unpause and I'm just gonna let people run through their stuff. Let me see. Let me find a nice funny GIF to put on screen. And also double check on the... Double check on Train. You know what? We're gonna take care of Train first. And now I'm gonna look for a funny GIF. Okay, I have one that's I.gif. Worst comes to worst, I'll just pull up a spooky fucker. Here we go. Wait, where'd it go? Where's I? It's gone! Okay, yes, I want... Fuck. Well, I don't think it's showing up on stream. I'm just gonna add spooky fucker, because I know spooky fucker works. Where? Huh? Okay, never mind. Sorry, chat, you get no funny gifts today. Maybe some other time. I don't want to have to repeat the day again because I'm looking for gifts. Otherwise, I would just keep looking. Okay. I gotta make sure that people are ready for Red Dawn. There we go. All right. I think we're almost ready. You go there, and you go there. Okay. Oh, right, we have another person in information. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna send you in to do instinct work. Send you in on Train. Stream shouldn't be an obligation, they should be a treat. I guess. I feel bad about not streaming more often. I feel like I say that every single stream, though. And, I mean, there's really only one way to, you know, not feel bad about not streaming, and it's to just fucking do it. Okay. We should be seeing the end of the clown soon. Nice. Okay, everyone go back to your homes. Man, so I know earlier, I think it was Rianu Keeves asked me if I'd seen any new shows recently. And, I mean, I brought it up in Irisu Syndrome, but pretty much the only new thing I've been watching lately has been Mob Psycho 100. I still haven't hit the end of the second season, because I kind of just, like, fell out of watching it for a little bit. But I do want to get back into it at some point. It's just, with the NaNoWriMo thing, I mean, this is the other thing, too, where it's, like, when I like something, it takes over my life. Because now I think about doing other stuff, and I'm like, okay, I could be doing this, or I could be writing. Which is a bad mindset to get into. It's really not great. But unfortunately, it's the way my bitch of a brain works. Streaming is good. Taking care of yourself and your responsibilities is more important. Heck, even doing your other hobbies is important. It is true. And I will say, when it comes to, like, my hobbies, I feel like writing is always going to take priority over streaming to some extent. Like, hell, part of the reason why I'm streaming tonight is because I know that after I'm done streaming, I can just write for like an hour or two and still go to bed at a half-decent time. If I couldn't, probably wouldn't be here right now. And it's not even that I don't like to stream. But it's just, it's something that I have difficulties doing on a regular basis. Just because it's fun, but it's fun in the way that I find my foundation work fun. And I know that doesn't, that sounds like I'm saying that I hate it or something. Because, for a lot of people, comparing streaming to their job would, make it sound like streaming is a chore. It's not. It's like, it's something that I like to do well enough that I'm willing to do it, like, regularly. And I enjoy doing it on a fairly regular basis, but it's like, I've got other shit that I like to do way more. And that just tends to be the issue that I run into. Is trying to sort of find that balance. Okay, I have to pay attention to yin this time. Yang this time. Ah. You ever realize that you're saying something wrong mid-sentence and it fucks up your entire sentence? I need to pay attention to yang this time. We are not restarting the day again! This LobCorp that I've set up is just time loop central. Minecraft story mode got discontinued. Yeah, it's on... Wait, Minecraft story mode was on Netflix? What? What the fuck? I don't know shit about Minecraft story mode. All I know is that one video where, like, the pig dies and just immediately turns into pork chops. I think that's funny. Okay, there we go. Everyone is working. Good. Okay, we're actually gonna beat the day. Fuck yes. Unless I super fuck up and forget about the train before we hit it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're pretty much good to go. Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah, I was tempted to watch it, but I have been too busy watching anything else. Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't think that I would enjoy watching Minecraft story mode. Like, I like Minecraft, but it's for the gameplay. It's for being able to make my own things. It's not for, like, any kind of story reasons. Okay, I'd take Black Swan, but what are you? Yes! 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 I love birds! I keep on calling you A, but I think you and A might have become separate entities now. From the moment you began to have new memories, you both started to walk different paths. I must wonder how the memories separated you from A. Well, even if you two have differences, it is still important for you to witness this place through A's eyes. Why do we repeat this eternal cycle, enduring endless suffering? What's at the end of the line? What kind of world was it that he saw? The answers to these questions are what you must know. However, the choices you make are up to you, not him. As a consequence of those choices, you may lose it all, or you may gain everything. I'm not trying to control you. I just try to support you. That is my role here. Plus, I have seen many other exes who made it this far, and witnessed the innumerable amount of efforts and failures they made. Now you are here, scrabbling over it all, and climbing up. Of course I have kept all their data in my head, but it is not my place to share it with you. A machine has its own work to do. That's what you, or A, once said to me. Minecraft Story Mode had a season 2, but like 4 months after it went out, it got deleted off of everything. But you could still download it on PC on Steam Unlocked. Apparently it was on Steam. Oh, that's interesting. Welcome, A. I missed you dearly. I have been waiting for you ever since the very first day I started working here. Do you remember this ocean? You said that this place is where everything, from all rivers and streams, will eventually settle. As such, at the lowest layers, everything sinks. Honestly, I kind of just want, like, this background as, like, the background for my desktop. This looks cool as hell. What do you think of this heaven, painted laboriously white with plaster? I knew you would come here soon. Please think of it as my welcoming gift to you. I figured that what you longed to see may have been something else than what I have become now. Time is like a scythe. It relentlessly attempts to trim, divide, and cleave in twain the clasped together hands of those you love. Everyone I have loved is now gone, leaving me, a tired old man, behind. Please do not blame yourself. Back then were the brightest moments of my life. The only thing I regret to this day is that I was too scared. I ran away without keeping my abiding promise to you until the very end. However, you eventually found me, and helped me to fulfill my promise here. How can I ever be more thankful than I am right now? You're just too kind to me. Kind to the very end. Clear day 3 with more employees. With 3 or more employees whose fortitude is, I think that means 100 or higher. I'm pretty sure that most of our employees are at that now. I don't understand. Why doesn't Angela, the largest of the Sapphira, merely eat the rest? Angela certainly has an attitude of someone with hundreds of exes. Damn. Alright. And with that... Oh, is this not a memory? Oh, we can just do the core suppression next time. Nice. Love that. And with that, I think we are going to wrap things up. Alright, well, we got pretty far today, I'll be honest. I was not expecting that I would actually get through more than, like, 2 days. But, somehow we got through 4 of them. And now, next time, we can finally suppress Tifereth, and we can finally restart, so I'm not stuck in this hell. Oh, God. Somehow, I'm still, like, really... I don't think I've ever managed to make a facility in LobCorp that is this difficult to handle. There are just so many ways for all of... Like, usually when I do LobCorp, it's like, okay, we have, like, these dominoes standing up, but they're far enough away from each other that if they fall, like, they might push one other one over, but other than that, we're fine. Somehow, I have managed to set up all of the dominoes perfectly, so that if even one slips just a little bit, the entire thing comes crashing down. And I didn't even do this on purpose. I mean, it's very on brand for me to somehow manage to make a game ridiculously difficult for myself without even meaning to, just shooting myself in the foot. But, yeah. So next time, Tifereth, and finally making a new LobCorp so I can actually deal with Gebura and Chesed. We are getting closer to the end. Slowly but surely. Although, I don't actually know, like, how much longer. I think I said this, like, the last couple of LobCorp streams, so it means kind of nothing by now. But I do genuinely want to start, like, either AI the Somnium Files 2 or The Sims 2 DS. Because I've been saying that I was going to do those since, like, July. And I'll admit the only reason why I haven't is because I haven't been able to sit down and draw thumbnail art for them yet. Which is dumb, because I drew thumbnail art for the Irisu Syndrome stream. But even then, like, I wasn't able to go as far as I would have liked. Ugh. Taking the train is equivalent to sawing off your foot and wondering why you have trouble walking. It's true. I think I only took train. Like, the train isn't even the worst part of it somehow. It's the whole fact that I can't even do Gebura's missions without red breaking out. That's what's getting us at the moment. Like, we straight up cannot beat Gebura's missions, even, like, her easiest ones. Which fucking sucks. But, yeah, this is why we're probably gonna have to make a new facility in order to deal with Gebura and Chesed. Which sucks, because also, we kind of have everything set up right now that if I could just beat Gebura's missions without Red killing everyone, we would honestly be set. Like, we have so many Alephs and stuff that can break out. We have so many, like, Vovs that can break out. We could just have SCP Smackdown. But no. No, I had to take Little Red. And I probably thought it was such a great idea at the time. I am Boo Boo the Fool. For real. But yeah. Let's get into the usual end of stream business. If you like what you saw, and you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? You'll be notified whenever I go live. And, you don't have mimicry. I do, but Red tends to move, like, so fast that my people can't really catch up to her. So even if I did try to, like, 1v1 Red, I feel like it still wouldn't work out because she wants to, like, hunt her targets at the same time. I don't know. It's just a lot to balance, especially because she does tend to kill a lot of clerks. And then that's when Army in Black and Mountain break out, and then that's... Both of those are their own issues. It's just, everything happens too much. Very entertaining. Thank you for the stream. Be safe, have fun. Thank you. Have a good night. But yeah, also, Red targets the first person she sees, so you could just put mimicry in her hull. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought she picked at random. I thought it was kind of like Big Bird's thing, where he, like, picks someone at random that's just, like, near him to, like, insta-kill. Okay, that's very good to know. If I had known that, my strat would have been totally different today. Oh well. Oh well, it's fine. I mean, to be fair, I feel like we can handle it just a little while longer. Especially because, like, as we get more abnormalities, we're gonna get, like, more armors and weapons and stuff that will help us out next time, because I feel like next time I'm gonna have to take more abnormalities I don't like. I'm gonna have to actually take things like Queen Bee and Nameless Fetus. I'm not looking forward to that. But anyways, I kind of cut myself off mid, like, end of stream stuff. Also, follow me on Twitter. I know that place is a fucking hell site right now. I might see about, like, switching platforms, but as of right now, like, Twitter is where I'm most established social media-wise when it comes to streaming. So, follow me on there. You'll see funny posts about, like, shit that goes down in my life. Once I tweeted about finding a clown wig on the side of the road right before nearly watching a fender bender happen. So, you know, shit like that. That's what you can expect. And I would say that I always announce streams on there, but, I forgot with the Arisu Syndrome stream. But, I mean, there's no way that you watched this stream and did not know that I am a hot mess of a person, so... Anyways, so that's all for tonight. Have a great night, everyone. I almost said be safe, have fun. That's Val's thing. Have a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, also, keep an eye on Twitter, because I actually have, I believe, 2 collabs that I'm going to be a part of next weekend. One on Saturday, one on Sunday, so, I'll keep you guys posted. Anyways, have a good night, see you later, and bye!